Rābiʿah al-ʿAdawīyah, the pioneer of divine love in Sufism. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Sufi Essence with Hammad Syed. In the vast and shimmering ocean of Islamic spirituality, there are luminous figures whose light guides a path to divine love. Among these, few shine as brightly or with such profound clarity as Rābiʿah al-ʿAdawīyah, a woman whose very existence was a testament to the power of a pure and unconditional heart. She was a figure who transcended her time and her circumstance, rising from the depths of poverty and servitude to become a master of the spirit, a pioneer of the path of selfless love for Allah. Her life and her mystical insights were so profound that they became a foundational pillar of Sufism, a tariqah, the spiritual path, that continues to inspire and guide seekers to this day. Rābiʿah was not a scholar of jurisprudence or a philosopher of the intellect. She was a philosopher of the heart. Her teachings were not based on abstract concepts or theological debates, but on a direct experiential knowledge of the divine. She elevated the spiritual path from one of transactional worship, motivated by the fear of hell, or the desire for paradise, to one of pure and profound love. For her, the ultimate purpose of human existence was to return to the source of all being through the selfless love of Allah, a love that sought nothing in return but the divine presence itself. She taught that the true believer worships not for a reward, but for the love of the beloved, a love that purifies the soul and illuminates the heart. Our discourse today will be a comprehensive, structural, exhaustive scholarly exploration of the life teachings and monumental legacy of Rābiʿah al-ʿAdawīyah. May Allah be pleased with her. We will argue that her life and teachings transcended gender and social status, and that she elevated the spiritual path from one of transactional worship to one of profound, unconditional love for Allah. We will delve into her early life of poverty and her miraculous journey to freedom. We will meticulously unpack her groundbreaking doctrine of pure love and its profound impact on later Sufi thought. This is not just a lecture on a historical figure. It is a profound journey into the heart of a mystic whose love for Allah was a living, breathing reality, a ruh that was perpetually illuminated by the divine presence. Part 1. The life of a pious slave girl. The story of Rābiʿah al-ʿAdawīyah begins in the city of Basra, in what is now modern-day Iraq. Around the year 717 CE, she was born into a family of immense piety but profound poverty. The narrative of her birth is itself a powerful testament to her spiritual destiny. It is said that her family was so poor that there was no oil to light the lamp and nothing to wrap her in. Her father, in a moment of despair, was instructed in a dream to go to the emir of Busra and ask for some oil, on the condition that he had never asked for anything from anyone but Allah. The emir, upon hearing the dream, was moved and provided him with 1,000 dinars, a gesture that was a sign of Rābiʿah's divine blessings. Her early life was one of immense hardship. She was orphaned at a very young age, and the world of her parents was replaced by a world of profound poverty and loneliness. In a time of severe famine that struck Basra, she was separated from her sisters and sold into slavery for a mere 6 dirhams. This event, which would have broken the spirit of many, became the very crucible in which her devotion was forged. Her spiritual journey, therefore, began not in a place of privilege or comfort, but in a place of profound suffering and solitude. She was a slave, a woman, and an orphan, and yet her heart was free. The most famous and powerful anecdote from her life as a slave is the story of her master witnessing a divine light emanating from her while she prayed at night. Her master, a man of worldly means, was drawn to the source of the light and saw a light surrounding Rābiʿah. While she was prostrating in prayer, he heard her praying with a voice full of profound love and longing, saying, "My Lord, you know that my heart is in love with you, and I am a slave in this world to you. All my love is for you." The master, upon witnessing this profound spiritual spectacle, was moved to a state of deep contrition. He realized that a person with such a profound connection to Allah could not be a slave to another human being. He immediately freed her, a gesture that was a direct and powerful manifestation of her spiritual freedom. Upon her manumission, Rābiʿah did not return to the world of her past. She did not seek out a life of comfort or social standing. Instead, she retreated into a life of profound asceticism and devotion. She lived a life of extreme poverty, often going without food or water, and her every moment was dedicated to the remembrance and worship of Allah. She became a living embodiment of the prophetic hadith. The world is a prison for the believer and a paradise for the disbeliever. For her, the world was a temporary abode, a place of trial and tribulation, and her heart was set on the eternal abode of the divine presence. Her life, therefore, was a profound and powerful statement of her spiritual freedom, a freedom that she had earned through her relentless devotion and her unwavering love for all. Part 2. The Doctrine of Pure Love, Mahabbah. The most significant and enduring contribution of Rābiʿah al-ʿAdawīyah, may Allah be pleased with her, to Islamic spirituality is her groundbreaking doctrine of pure and selfless love, Mahabbah. Before Rābiʿah, the prevailing forms of worship were often driven by a transactional relationship with the divine. People worshipped Allah out of a fear of hellfire Jahannam or a desire for the rewards of paradise Jannah. While these are valid motivations in Islam, Rābiʿah introduced a new and revolutionary paradigm of worship, one that was based on a pure, non-transactional love. Her famous poem, Prayer, which has been recorded in many Sufi texts, is the most powerful expression of this doctrine. O Allah, if I worship you for fear of hell, burn me in it. And if I worship you in hope of paradise, exclude me from it. But if I worship you for your own sake, do not withhold from me your everlasting beauty. This prayer is a profound statement of her spiritual philosophy. It is a radical departure from the prevailing forms of worship of her time, a departure that was based on the purification of the heart and the elevation of the spiritual path. For Rābiʿah, the ultimate purpose of worship was not to gain a reward or to escape a punishment. It was to return to the source of all being, to the divine himself. Her love for Allah was so pure and so profound that it sought nothing in return but the divine presence itself. Her doctrine of pure love was also a profound statement of the Tawhid, the oneness of God in its most profound and intimate form. For her, the love of Allah was the only reality, and all other loves were a mere reflection of that ultimate love. She taught that a true believer's heart must be so consumed by the love of Allah that there is no room for any other love. Her famous saying, "My Lord, my heart is in love with you, and my love for the world is a mere reflection of my love for you," is a profound and powerful statement of her spiritual philosophy. The doctrine of Mahabbah also had a profound impact on the Sufi concept of Ruh, the human spirit. Rābiʿah taught that the human spirit, which is a divine breath, is a source of profound spiritual potential. She taught that through the purification of the heart and the relentless pursuit of divine love, the human spirit can return to its source, to the divine himself. Her teachings, therefore, connected the human spirit to the divine in a non-transactional way, a connection that was based on a pure and unconditional love. Her life and her teachings are a living testament to the Sufi principle that the spiritual path is a path of love, a path that is dedicated to the purification of the heart and the return to the source of all being. Part 3. Rābiʿah's influence and legacy on Sufi ilm. The influence of Rābiʿah al-ʿAdawīyah, may Allah be pleased with her, on Sufi ilm, knowledge is incalculable. Her doctrine of pure love became a central pillar of Sufism, a pillar that would have a profound and lasting impact on the intellectual and spiritual history of Islam. She was a woman who, through her spiritual sincerity and her profound love, reached a spiritual station that was the envy of many men of her time. Her life and her teachings became a model of spiritual perfection, a model that would inspire generations of Sufi mystics and thinkers. She was revered and respected by the male Sufis of her time, a profound statement of her spiritual authority. She was a contemporary of some of the most famous Sufis of the 8th century, including Sufi al-Thawri, a renowned scholar of hadith and jurisprudence. The stories of their encounters are famous in Sufi literature. It is said that when Sufain would visit her, he would sit at her feet and ask for her spiritual counsel. Her spiritual authority was so immense that she was seen as a master to many of the most famous male Sufis of her time. Her teachings also had a profound impact on the development of Sufi literature and poetry. Her poems and prayers, which are a profound expression of her love for awe, became a source of profound inspiration for later Sufi poets and writers. Her doctrine of pure love became a central theme of Sufi poetry, a theme that would be explored by some of the most famous Sufi poets of all time, including Jalal al-Din Rumi and Ibn al-Farid. Her legacy, therefore, is not just one of historical importance. It is a living, breathing spiritual tradition that continues to inspire and guide seekers to this day. Her life and her teachings are also a profound statement of the spiritual equality of men and women in Islam. She was a woman who, through her intense devotion and her unwavering love, reached a spiritual station that few men of her time could even dream of. Her story is a profound and powerful refutation of any notion of spiritual superiority of one gender over the other. It is a clear and unambiguous statement that the spiritual path is open to all, and that the ultimate reward is based on piety and righteousness, not on gender. Her life, therefore, is a profound and powerful statement of the spiritual dignity and autonomy of women in Islam. Part 4. The Enduring Message of Rābiʿah al-ʿAdawīyah. The enduring message of Rābiʿah al-ʿAdawīyah, may Allah be pleased with her, is one of profound spiritual truth and timeless relevance. Her life and her teachings are a living testament to the Sufi principle that the spiritual path is a path of love, a path that is dedicated to the purification of the heart and the return to the source of all being. Her teachings, which were revolutionary for her time, continue to inspire and challenge us to this day. Her most profound and enduring message is her doctrine of pure love. In a world that is often driven by a transactional relationship with the divine, her teachings are a powerful and profound reminder that the ultimate purpose of worship is not to gain a reward or to escape a punishment. It is to return to the source of all being, to the divine himself. Her love for Allah was so pure and so profound that it sought nothing in return but the divine presence itself. Her life, therefore, is a profound and powerful statement of her spiritual freedom, a freedom that she had earned through her relentless devotion and her unwavering love for Allah. Her legacy is also one of profound social and spiritual significance. She was a woman who, through her spiritual sincerity and her profound love, rose from the depths of poverty and servitude to become a master of the spirit. Her life is a living testament to the fact that spiritual greatness is not determined by one's social status or gender, but by one's spiritual sincerity and one's profound love for all. She was a woman who, through her devotion, became a model of spiritual perfection, a model that would inspire generations of Sufi mystics and thinkers. In conclusion, Rābiʿah al-ʿAdawīyah, may Allah be pleased with her, was not just a historical figure. She was a spiritual monarch, a woman whose profound love for Allah was a living, breathing reality. Her teachings, which were revolutionary for her time, continue to inspire and challenge us to this day. Her legacy is a living spiritual tradition that continues to inspire and challenge us to this day. Her life and her teachings are a living testament to the power of a spiritual vision that is grounded in both intellectual rigor and mystical contemplation. Thank you for joining us on this intellectual and spiritual journey. Please subscribe to our channel to continue our exploration of the rich and profound essence of Sufism.